I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want.
A 29-year-old woman is going viral on the internet because she doesn't know why she's single. Let's watch the video and see if we can figure it out.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. Apparently, there's a lot of single women out there. Some of them are girl bossing and they don't need no man. Others are desperately looking for one. And today we're going to hear from a woman who is desperately trying to find love. Let me know your relationship status in the comments down below and where you're at on your journey. Now, we're going to get into this woman's video. She's apparently 29 years old. This video was taken off of TikTok and went viral on a ton of different platforms. On X, it now has 12 million views. And this is her desperate plea about finding love in a new relationship.
Quick question. Are you kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now.
Strong start.
Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is wrong, and I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna pause there. We are going to keep watching because I genuinely want to get through this and hopefully find some helpful pointers for this girl. And maybe you can drop some in the comments down below in case she sees this, who knows? The first thing I'm thinking is that if everybody in your life, including, your friends and people who are close to you, your therapist, are telling you that maybe you're on the wrong path or you're doing something incorrectly, I wouldn't perceive that as an attack on me as a person. I would try to lean in and listen to those people and think about where I may be going wrong in my approach, because if multiple people are coming to the same conclusion, maybe there's something that they're all finding within you that you need to hear. And it can be a hard thing to hear, but maybe you just gotta go through the tough part to get to the other end and hopefully find your man. Let's keep watching.
And being over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Is that so hard?
Ooh, Ooh-wee. So now that we've made space that this is an emotional moment for her and she's going through something, let's talk about what she discussed in the video. First things first, she said a ton of people are saying that her approach is the wrong approach, and maybe that's something that she needs to listen to. She's also said, you know, I'm over all of this comparison. It's about me. It's about what I want. Me, I. And I totally get having that perspective, especially when all of your friends, as she said, have their fiancés and their husbands and people that they're prioritizing, and she feels left behind. But I am a firm believer that the me, I energy, I want energy can be felt by other people, and especially men who you may or may not be looking to have a relationship with. Some of the best advice I have ever heard or received was actually from my boyfriend, my man, who was talking to a friend of mine about her pursuit of finding a guy. And he says, you know what? If you are desperately searching for a man, or you have this desperate need to find your soulmate or the love of your life or your life partner, all phrases that she used in this video, that desperation starts to sort of give off a scent to men who may be prospects for a relationship. And you truly have to dial it back, even though these are valid feelings to have about your life and the future of your life, and try to go through the world with a little bit of confidence, focusing on what you can do to make yourself a better person. And as soon as you do that, I feel a guy is going to catch that energy and say, I want to be a part of that. I want to chase after this girl. I want to pursue her. But if you are constantly chasing the life partner and giving off the energy that you have a desperate need towards one, I honestly think it repels men. She mentioned some great things in this video. She said she's working out. That's awesome. She leads a healthy lifestyle. That's cool. She's got a dog and presumably her own little life going on. These are all great things. She mentioned being super independent. I think you can go a little bit too far on that front, and I'll rely on the men who are watching this video to weigh in on that and see if that's a factor towards your attraction to a woman. But you've got some great things going on. I don't know. I would need to see her last, 15 interactions with a male to know exactly what the problem could be in the way that she's approaching these things. And unfortunately, we are not in the age of social media that we get those 15 interactions. I did put on my investigative journalist hat and try to go and search her TikTok to see if there were any red or green flags to be found there. And the TikTok right after this viral one tells us a little bit. Let's read it. This TikTok says, how it feels knowing I'm not responsible for anyone's dumb son with Peter Pan syndrome and have turned all my pain into gains. Cut the show. And when I say that, I mean it. Cut the show, because this feels a little bit performative. When we read into this and she's saying, I'm not responsible for anybody's dumb son with Peter Pan syndrome, I think there's a little bit of projecting the problem onto the male counterpart rather than taking a little bit of accountability for things that you may be doing wrong in your approach. She even says at the end, and I have turned all my pain into gains, which means that maybe the things that she's doing in her life, being fit, working hard, building her own independent life, being healthy, maybe these things are more performative, like she's trying to usher her pain into something powerful and show off to people, rather than being choices that she's truly making for herself. And as I said before, men are attracted to the choices that you're truly making for yourself. They see a girl at the bar who's not on her phone, who's hanging out, who's smiling, who's confident in herself, and who doesn't really need his energy around, and they look at that and go, I want to be a part of that. I want to go see what this girl's up to in her life because she seems like she's fun. She seems like she's going to add something to mine. I think that's what men are looking for. Again, confirm in the comments to let me know. And some of the comments underneath this video from men are pretty telling. They're sort of weighing in and letting her know what they think the problem might be after watching. Chris says, I, me, my. And then the kicker, quote, all of my friends have their partners that they prioritize and I'm being left behind, end quote. And finishes with more I, me, my. She is so close, yet so far. And that got nearly 8,000 likes. Zuby weighed in and said, I don't like dunking on random women online, but within the first 10 to 30 seconds of most of these videos, they already reveal traits and behaviors that are off-putting to a lot of decent men, with a ton of likes on that one too. And lastly, Gregory says, if you're focused on what you deserve rather than what you can offer, you're gonna have a bad time. And funnily enough, we witnessed the gender divide right before our eyes yet again, because a ton of women are jumping in the pool to defend her and defend this take. Let's read some. Alex Clark says, over half of men 18 to 29 have willingly opted out of the dating pool entirely. No marriage, dating, hooking up, they're just out. It's fascinating to me the amount of blame placed on single women who literally say they want to be married and yet no accountability to men. Lizzie says, clapping emoji, thank you. Men opting out of their God-given role and duty to marry and have children out of fear is not the flex red pill thinks it is. It's cowardice and childish. Men aren't supposed to be risk averse, especially when it comes to continuing on their lineage and legacy. And as I said, this emphasizes the gender divide because we are completely missing each other on this one, and I think I know why. Women are listening to a woman who's crying in her car, talking about being single, wanting a husband, and talking about the emotional roller coaster that is being 29 and not having one, and they're identifying with her emotions, which is a valid thing. She's not asking for anything irrational. She wants a man, a life partner, a husband. It's a totally rational thing, and women are hooking themselves onto the claim that that is a rational thing to want. I think men in watching this video are looking deeper as they're gauging their own attraction for this woman and what she's saying. And when they hear the me, I want, it's not my problem, I'm not comparing myself anymore, they see maybe deeper issues that would appear when it comes to male attraction to a woman who gives off this vibe. So you're both technically right. What she's asking for is rational, and for men, the way she's asking for it might be a little irrational. So to wrap things up, I think women are watching this video and identifying with the struggle. We've all sat in our car at one point when it's just raining outside and we're in our feels and we're desperately thinking about all the things going wrong in our lives. As women, we've been there. That is the girlhood experience. I think men are watching that and maybe not identifying with it so much, and more so seeing one word, and that is pressure. There's a lot of pressure being placed on whatever man is on the receiving end of the desperation that this woman is placing on him in this video. Think Chelsea and Jimmy from Love is Blind. Jimmy chose Chelsea. He was all with her. He was a little put off by the fact that she said she looked like Megan Fox and she didn't, but he was there for her in that moment and ready, at least to some extent, for the ride. And Chelsea came with all this pressure and insecurity, and while he was already sort of being driven away, she really put the nail in the coffin. So much so that even if you didn't like Jimmy at the beginning of this show, you started to feel for that man for what she was putting him through. And that's what men are seeing in this video when they're watching this woman give this plea towards wanting her life partner. So here's my advice, and I want you to give yours in the comments down below, because obviously I am no expert. Girl, I'm 23 years old, okay? I don't know how much help I can give this woman. All I'm gonna say is the pressure needs to go down a little bit. Let it down. As women, I think there's something that we all have to swallow. For men, maybe they have to swallow pride. For women, we have to swallow this internal struggle that we have and this internal want that we have for these long-term relationships. And that doesn't mean that it's an irrational thing to want. It just means you have to live your life in a way that exudes confidence towards the fact that you're gonna end up there no matter what. You're going to find a man, everything is going to be good. I want one, but I want the right one. And the right one is going to come in time as I'm doing these great things for myself. The great things that you do in your life that attract men cannot be performative. They have to be for you while working towards the end goal of finding a life partner. So that's my advice to this young girl. Keep working out, keep hanging out with your dog, keep living a healthy lifestyle, but maybe ease up on the pressure, homegirl. And that's it. This video went viral. I thought I'd weigh in. Now I'm asking you guys to weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with me, duke it out in the comments, but do so respectfully. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I'll see you next time. Happy husband hunting.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.